there! In this video I'm going to explain a little bit about how to order decimal fractions. We're going to look at place value and what that means. Hope this helps you. Okay, here we have some numbers where they all have 2 in the units column of their value. We're going to start comparing them by looking at their tenths. So that's what you do. You start with the number to the left and you can see they all just start with 2. So now we're going to look at what comes next. So this is a 3. Now this number line is going to be 2 up to 3 at this end. So that means that this is 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9 and then 3. So these are the larger lines are my tenths. The smaller lines in between are my hundreds. There are 100 of those between 2 and 3. So 2.37, well it's 2 and 3 tenths, so 1, 2, 3 tenths, and then 7 hundredths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the number 2.37 would go here. Next I've got 2.6. So there are 6 tenths but no hundredths. 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6. Now I've got 2.73, 7 tenths and 3 hundredths. That was 6 tenths, so 7 tenths and then 3 hundredths. 1, 2, 3. So this is 2.73. Next we have 2.36. That was 2.37, so this is just 6 hundredths, so it's actually going to be right beside it. I'm going to write it underneath because I've not got much room. 2.67, well there was 2.6, so I've now got 7 hundredths as well. So 6 tenths and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hundredths. 2.67. 2.8, well that was 2.73, so 2.8 will be there. I'll pop those blank number lines onto Teams and send that home for your home learning as well. You can then use those number lines to place any decimal numbers that you can come up with and put them in order. Good luck everybody! Here is an example where the numbers don't have all the same number in their whole part of the number. So I'm going to show you how you can go about comparing these numbers. So the first thing I'm going to do is just to show you is I'm going to place my numbers into a place value grid. Capital T stands for tens, your U for units, these can also be called ones, your small t is for tenths, and your small h stands for hundredths. So my first number here is 5.63, that's 5 units, my decimal point 6 tenths and 3 units. 6.2. We're going to start with the biggest number, starting from biggest to smallest. So your biggest number here, 14.3. You can see it's the only number where there's a 10. So your biggest number is 14.3. Your next biggest number, well, there's nothing else in the 10, so you've got to compare your units. So you're looking for your biggest number of units, and that is 6.27. It's the only one with a 6. So your next biggest number is 6.27. Now you've got 3 numbers that all start with a 5. So you now need to compare those numbers by looking at their tenths digit. This one is 5.6 tenths, and 300ths. This one is 5 and 6/10 as well, but this one is 5 and 7/10. So this one is bigger because it's got more tenths than the other one. So the next number is 5.72. Now these two numbers both have a 6 in the tenths column. So because they both have a 6 in the tenths column, we have to compare them by their hundredths. 5.65 has 5 hundredths, whereas this one only has 3. So 5.65 is bigger. And then you'll have 5.63. And lastly, the only other number left is 0.85. And there's my numbers in order from biggest down to smallest. So once you've got your numbers that all have 9 in the units column ordered, you can then move to your ordering your numbers that have 8 in the units column. This one, and this one. So they all have 8, so we're now going to compare the tenths. So 8.9 is bigger. It has 9/10. Go to these two numbers and you compare them by their hundredths. So this one has 6 hundredths, which makes it bigger. 8.76 and 8.71. I hope these examples have helped explain to you about how to order numbers with decimal fractions in them. You always, just when you're ordering a number, start from the left, see which has got the biggest whole number part, and then once you've compared your whole number part, compare the numbers by their tenths, and then by their hundredths, and then if you have to by their thousands, and so on, and work from left to right. Good luck with it, and if anybody has any questions, as always, please do get in touch with me. You can find another couple of videos called Ordering Numbers, where you just get some numbers onto number cards and put them in order, and then Whose is Greater, a way of comparing which one is bigger than the other as well. So check out those activities for a few other ideas on how to practice ordering your decimal fractions.